The World Bank Group has expressed concern over Africa's slow gross domestic product, that's GDP, its growth, which has oscillated around 3%. Now, according to the World Bank Group Vice President for Eastern and Southern Africa, Ndiame Diop, a 3% GDP growth cannot reduce poverty fast enough. An issue that he notes has hindered firms from expanding rapidly and creating jobs that can be upskilled. And as Jimmy Mbogo reports, this has resulted in heightened unemployment on the continent, where out of 12 million young Africans entering the labour market, only a fraction find formal employment.
A slow GDP growth, a mismatch between skills and employers' needs, has led to more than 53 million young people across the continent being unemployed. This is according to World Bank officials, who now say that 40 to 60% of firms cite skill shortage as their biggest constraints on the continent. To make matters worse, a staggering 86% of 10-year-olds in Africa cannot read and understand a simple text, further pointing to weak foundations. It is this cocktail of issues that the World Bank hopes that governments and the private sector players will come together to address.
Growth must be more. Must generate more and better jobs. Every year, around 15 million young Africans enter the labor force, but only about 3 million formal jobs are created. The gap pushes millions of young Africans into informality or leaves them out altogether. Growth that is jobless or driven by low productivity sectors or extractive sectors will not be enough.
Our task is to ensure that our education and training systems and initiatives can benefit all segments of the population, learners transitioning from basic education, formal and informal sector workers, out-of-school youths, and adults who are seeking continuing education or to retool.
Private sector has further been urged to invest in talent pipelines, with experts underscoring that private sector growth is impossible without closing the skill gap.
The private sector has a very important role, I would say a leading role to play in defining, financing, and delivering job-relevant skills. This includes participation in the governance of institutions of higher education and vocational training, sector skills councils, and of course on-the-job training. This is because employers are best placed to define what are job-relevant skills.
Speakers at the Skill for Job Policy Academy in Nairobi further called for more investment into foundational learning, noting that while digital and job-specific skills have become central to training systems, they are complemented by basic foundation studies. On its part, the government has pledged to expand TVET access and embed dual training models that connect classroom work to workplace experience. Jimmy Mbogo, Citizen TV, Nairobi.